streaming unchecked. Checkbox 300 duration. Auto stop streaming checked. Checkbox.
All right.
You are currently
What's
on
up,
the checkbox.
everyone?
Voiceover off.
Welcome back to another live stream. Man, I haven't done a live stream in a while. I hope y'all are doing good. This is a free tech talk, kind of like live, whatever. We're gonna sit here and chill for a little while. We'll talk to about almost 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I gotta do a few other things tonight, so I decided to pop on here in my busy schedule and actually pitch y'all in for once. So yeah, Apple announced this week that the iPhone event they announced it, of course. Let's see, am I live? I hope I am. All right, I got it all fixed. Good. Pacific, I got to do a few other things tonight, so I decided to pop up here in my busy schedule. But we got this glorious OBS fixed. It was a mess, but I got it done. I hope the scaling is not having an issue now. Let me check. I'm gonna go back over here. It's gonna look weird here. This is what OBS looks like on the Mac. So y'all get to see what's going on. Stuff like that. There is a delay, I can tell. But I got it done. Hope the scaling is not having an issue now. Let me check. I'm gonna go back over here. It's gonna look weird here. This is what OBS looks like on the Mac. So it's not having a scaling issue. That's good. So y'all can see my whole screen, including my stuff at the top, my menu bar extras and stuff like that. So we go back to here. So OBS is having a little bit of fun. It got fixed. I'll tell you this: if you're blind and using Mac OS, unless I figure out a way later on in life, it is awful. But I have enough sight to see a little bit more than the average Joe. But it was a mess. Let me check my do not disturb to make sure I didn't get a text message from certain people. No, I did. Well, no, I didn't. It's a weather app notification. But yeah, so how are y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing good. I hope y'all have if you're in the United States, a good Labor Day weekend. I know place up north are already starting to cool down. Of course, I hope iOS 26 is doing good for everyone. Mine it's doing semi good. It's there. It's really stable now. It was rough a few weeks ago. I had to take a break live. I had to take a break from YouTube because I had stuff going on in life and business related stuff and yep, it wasn't easy. So, but I'm back. I'm here. So, back here just in time. I know I got the WWDC stuff and I didn't do much. Of course, if you didn't see it, I did the video a few days ago of highlighting iOS 26 beta 8 alongside iOS 26 beta 8 alongside Apple's new event and want to get that out of the way because that needed to be taken care of. Let's see. My track position is not updating. Thank you. Refresh. Yeah, how quality am I streaming into YouTube? So the cool thing about me having the
1080 page 60
UDM SE is I can actually see the video bitrate of how fast things are uploading to YouTube. And right now through the live throughput on my upstream,
13.8 Errol 10.4
we are sending a steady 10 to 13 meg to YouTube.
11.1 Errol 10.7
Yep. We're sending a steady 10 meg to YouTube. So that's good quality. That's actually good. I like that. But besides me doing some iOS updates and stuff like that, let's see. And then of course I had to take care of the Mac OS. I installed Mac OS Lake Tahoe, and when I installed it, it was it was rough. It was supposed to install on a secondary volume, and I was talking with Justin at the time when I did this, and I walked away from the studio and came back one Sunday night to do some work, and the whole Mac was wiped. It was on Lake Tahoe because it said voiceover said phone application launched in the background. I'm like, what? I should be on the 15.6 at the time. And apparently, yeah, I sure enough was on 15.6. I was on 26. So that was not good. That was not fun. Let's see. But I fixed it, and honestly, it was a good turning point because I needed to wipe this computer. So I wiped like 700 gigs off this computer because I had a bunch of clutter. And I was procrastinating, so it needed to be done, needed to be dealt with. But came with refixing everything. Fixed it, and honestly, it was a good turning point because I needed to wipe this computer. So without mixing anything now, because OBS actually has a live support. Oh my. I miss having that wallpaper, by the way, the nice beautiful Northern Lights wallpaper that I had. I do miss it. I think I have it. I have it somewhere on a drive. But yeah, we could do the Mac OS one, or we could go back and forth with the old the the older ones. But I don't know if y'all been noticing the audio difference, like
What is
here.
up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about iOS 26 Beta 8 and the fact that there is now a Apple event scheduled for September 9th, 2025.
I've been using the 16 Pro to record and then using the studio mic effect.
This is where the iPhone 17 will be announced. Now, the iOS update lately have been huge, especially with the 15 Pro Max, and I don't know why they're coming in at like 11 gigs, whatever.
All the updates across my devices have been coming in at 11 gigs, but you can check out that video. I mean, for being on a hiatus and then coming back suddenly, it kind of didn't do so good, but I mean, it could have done a lot worse. But of course, I have the 9 to 5 Mac article down there, and stuff like that. And I did that on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are my worst days to be making videos because I had to go. I work for a podcast, and yeah, sometimes when you got that going on, you kind of don't have full time to always do video updates. So, hey, it is what it is. At least I was able to get it done for y'all. So, I want to get back to doing YouTube. I gotta do all the iOS 26 videos, which I will, and stuff like that. Let me see if chat's got anything. I guess everyone must be busy. Hi to the 2 people watching. What in the world is going on with the YouTube app right now on this iPhone? Jesus. Back to doing YouTube. All the updates across my devices have been coming in at 11 gigs, but you can check out that video. I mean, audio sounds really good. And then using the studio mic effect. The iOS update lately have been huge, especially for this 15 Pro Max, and I don't know why they're coming in at like 11 gigs, whatever. All the updates across my devices have been coming in at 11 gigs, but you can check out that. Yeah, I gotta fix the audio. It's a little bit too quiet. But I now just can go to OBS like this. Here, I'll show y'all. I can go to OBS. This is kind of why I wanted to wipe this Mac. And I can go through and I can actually change my levels better now. So like desktop audio is quiet, all right? So I can go in and actually, let's do this. I can bring my desktop audio volume. There, we'll leave it at that. I can bring it up like 5 dB. So that same video I played, I can go through, and now when I play it, it will be extra louder for y'all. Because I used to have my audio set at like 10 to 15 dB lower than Yeah, lower than the actual audio of my microphone. Which, because I, react to stuff. Like now, watch. Play the
What is
video
up,
again.
everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be
So as y'all
talking
can
about
see, it's
iOS
a little bit
26
louder.
Beta 8 and the fact that there's now a Apple event.
So, there you go. Now that it's actually a little bit louder and stuff like that. Enhancing quality is what I'm trying to do. It's a mess. But it's a work in progress, and some of it's not fully accessible, so you got to do it when you got the time and stuff like that, and I don't always have the time. So, it is what it is. At least I had the time. It's a work. As y'all can see, it's a little bit louder. So, no, it is not louder. I don't know what's going on with the audio. It actually didn't change. That's weird. That time it did not change. And I wonder, well, it's not my audio over here because y'all have full OBS audio. But I could ruin that and change that stream to make it louder. I wonder, well, it's not my audio over here because y'all have full OBS. It could be just me talking. But so we have apparently the 17 Pro Max is going to have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery from what I heard. Speaking of batteries, let's look at mine. Okay. So the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be in dark mode and the 16 Pro will be in light mode to differentiate from the two. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is on 26 while the 16 Pro is on 18.
Sound screen mirroring button.
All right. So what I'm going to do. It's going to work. No, it's the heck? Screen mirroring. There we go. All right. So this iPhone has been sitting stable at 86% battery health. Look at how many charge cycles it has. This is the 16. This is the 15 Pro Max right here. So I do like the estimated charging time. So like, this phone's at a good percentage. I'm not gonna plug it in, but I like how it gives me the estimated charging time. However, when you are on the lock screen, let's see if 26 fixed this. Nope. So when you're on the lock screen, up there where the time's at, it is not accessible with VoiceOver on reading the percentage for battery. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to the 16 Pro. And you can see there's still some glitches where the beta is not registering clicks correctly. All right, so the 16 Pro has been on T-Mobile. See, it was a lot easier with the... And then battery. Then there's my battery health, which I actually don't fully know.
This is a measure of battery capacity. Maximum capacity, 92%.
Okay, so we're at 92%.
VoiceOver off.
Now, I use these phones outside, and I swap through them. So this one has T-Mobile on it. The other one has Verizon on it. If the 16 Pro continues to stay at this percentage of battery health, then we're good. We're good. But it's something you're gonna have to keep watching. But I do use that phone good enough. The screen on and screen off time doesn't look too good. But hey, it is what it is. Could be a lot worse. All right, but I do have a report on the iPad Pro. So remember I purchased the iPad Pro almost 10 months ago. So my iPad Pro which
Voiceover on. Airplane mode. Switch lens. Hearing devices. Hearing devices. Hearing devices. Windowed apps. Hearing devices.
I don't know why that's duplicated.
Recognize music. Screen recording. Button. Camera. Low power nodes. Flashlight bright. Flash.
Let's see.
Distance. Mute. Switch button. Flashlight. Flashlight brightness. Off. Austin Studio. Home. With quick note. Windowed app. Hearing devices. Announce notification. No mute. Selected. Phone. Screen mirroring. Button.
There it is.
Screen mirroring. Heading.
All right, screen mirroring.
Austin's MacBook Pro. Austin's voiceover off.
All right, so here's the iPad. So battery's doing okay. And then when I go through, I go to portrait. Battery health. We're at 99% already. That's a little rough. But
Voice maximum capacity. Maximum capacity 99%. But
yep, 99%.
voiceover off.
That's a little rough, but for this iPad and what I use it for, I mean, it's not horrible. I kind of accidentally do let it go dead. And there's the actual view on the actual iPad. There's YouTube. I don't know what it's logged into, but I want to see how it looks on the OBS when I broadcast through YouTube. But overall, watch is at 97% battery health. I want to see how it looks on the OBS when I broadcast through YouTube. But overall, the devices are doing good. I mean, there's 26 right here. It's doing okay. I do like the windowing feature, which I'll have to get into that in a future live stream. But I do like that windowing feature of apps on the iPad. It's just meh. It's kind of rough. But the accessibility part of expanding and zooming windows is mind blowing. I was showing Lavendi it, and even then, even he was like, that much attention to detail, and I was like, yep, that's Apple for you. But the accessibility, there's watches at
Maximum capacity. Maximum capacity 99%. But
yeah, 99%.
voiceover off.
That's a little rough, but for this iPad and what I use it for, I mean, it's not horrible. I'm checking audio. I just want to see how it looks. So the audio is really good on my Mac, which is what I wanted. Because I could go from the voice isolation to standard, but there's too much reverb in my office. Oh boy, I got a lightning alert. Let's hope we don't get a thunderstorm. On my Mac, which is what I wanted. Because I could go.
Voice chat.
Oh. Oh no, my clipboard timed out on my iPhone. That's weird. I've never had that happen before. But overall, seeing if anyone else was going to chat. That's a weird thumbnail. Snapshot? Okay then. It's now doing a snapshot of the iPad. It decided to do that. So I guess this live stream supports the iPad Pro. That's nice. I do need to update the channel banner for this. I think I'm going to use a little bit of an AI enhanced touch to it. for the Apple event in a few weeks. I'm gonna think about that one. Touch to it. The Apple event in a few weeks. My audio sounds really good considering I'm not using any external mics. It's all internal.
Voice of
But it's a good Friday night. I miss being back on YouTube and I gotta relive this channel, so I did one a few days ago and yeah, OBS had a zooming issue. I was like, nope, we're not doing that. But I think everyone's busy doing something on a Friday night. So otherwise, I just wanted to come on here and be like, hey, we're at the end of August. We're about to enter September. iPhone's gonna drop, and then soon, before you know it, it'll be Techtober, November, the holidays, of course, in Canada, of course, in the United States, you know. Unfortunately, and then eventually it's Christmas. I cannot believe Costco has Christmas stuff out already, and it's still the end of August. I'm like, damn, they didn't even wait for it to cool down in the South before Christmas time, literally. But they know the economy's not doing good. But I'll be live streaming during the Apple event, and then of course I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do these on Friday afternoons or Friday evenings. Where I do tech lives. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more during the peak of tech season and stuff like that because hey, I don't get paid for this. This is more of a hobby. I hope y'all can understand that. I'd like to grow this channel, but you know, it's one of those things where you grow you know, when life gets too chaotic, you kind of have to back away for a moment because we all have things going on. Of course, I do. You know, life finances have to happen and stuff like that. And this year, I'm not buying phones like I did last year. Yeah, the bank account don't look too pretty, and I'll be truthful about that one. Now, if it was like a Brandon Butch or a Zolotech and stuff like that, and I could throw money around like it's no one's business, then yes. What up, Bryce? That's a cool effect on the chat. The heck?
Price of your moderator. No. Price of I can't price of your moderator. No. Message. Pin message. Button. Author. Channel act of the channel. Channel activity.
Oh, that's cool. YouTube tells you now when you chat how many chats you've done, what streams you chatted on. That is actually really cool. How many people you've timed out, how many people you've blocked from the channel. So basically, you could do a moderator ranking on the best moderator for the channel. Oh, snap. That's actually pretty cool. That's wild. I actually like that. course, my universal clipboard that time doesn't work when I bragged about it earlier in a iMessage group. There. That's cool. It showed a little indicator next to your moderator status, and I was like, "What's up with that?" And then I tapped on it, and it shows one chat, and it says you said yo. So now it has a little indicator of how many chats a moderator has posted. I actually like that feature. Let's see. Does it show you only to me as that, or does it show you under another channel? Why did it just open in the YouTube app? It's a weird bug. What up? What up? What up, SMT Media Network, aka Sneed? What's up, sir? Go get the iPhone 17 model if you're still in the Apple ecosystem, because the Pixel 10, I heard it's last year's modem on this year's phone. They're basically reselling last year's device, is what I've heard from a good person on the channel, Carlos. Because I haven't been even keeping up with the stats with that. I would stay with the iPhone side if you don't want to, unless you want to throw money around via a carrier upgrade. Is what I've heard from a good person. What up, Sneed? How are you doing, sir? Got anything exciting planned for the oh my, I almost said a Labor Day weekend or Memorial Day weekend, Jesus, excuse me. Labor Day weekend. Oh, nice. I heard it's nice and cool up there in Ohio. I'm still roasting in Florida. I mean, Florida. Oh, by the way, speaking of Sneed's podcast, there was a rare sighting from me in his podcast, and of course I had to make the biggest joke I could make. I gotta find that clip now. SMT Media Network. Good man. How are you? SMT Media Network. We have a couple of things planned this weekend. Nice. I'm doing good. Just chilling in my office. About to wrap this stream up here in a little while and join someone else's. Me and a good few friends are bringing back a podcast we work on. Yup. I mean, if you want the pixie dust, but like I said, it's literally last year's phone, is what I heard. They barely did any oomph to it, which is that's to be understandable with a beta. So it's every user actually that when they chat, it shows a little indicator, the little markers. That is interesting. So YouTube now keeps tabs of chats. Yo, Sneed, are you seeing this on your when you live stream? Because this is what I'm seeing. See the little how the chat's indicating how many times the person has chatted with the little markers. That's new, and I like it. I don't know about anyone else. I need to find that SMT Media live stream that I was in. Sneed's live stream on his actual Sneed Mobile Tech, because they all thought I was rustling with leaves. That was funny by itself. Or they were like, someone's wrestling with leaves. It was Zaxby's that infiltrated his live stream. Um, and then I made the Cracker Barrel joke. That was. I wanted to give it a good spice of sense of humor. All right. Let's see. When did I come in? Oops. I didn't realize. I didn't realize my microphone is that sensitive. Oh. Hold on. We have the clip of the week. Let me introduce y'all to the clip of the week. Hold up. Let me put my headphones back on because I need to hear this very well, and we all need to hear this because, yeah. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. The clip of the week. Don't let me
The
down.
problem is
Hold up.
simply the price. The Spectrum is
Sneed,
fantastic. There's
Sneed.
nothing wrong with any of it. It's just the price.
Sneed,
There's no value. You
Sneed.
overpaid. That's it.
Do you remember what Roger said that one time? You don't make a deal with Charlie unless
You either get him over a barrel or you get yourself over a barrel.
yeah.
Well, at least someone got over a barrel, unlike Cracker Barrel.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Yo, this is Austin, bro. Hey guys, it's me, Austin.
Yo, I did not know Sneed actually did that. Hey guys, it's Austin. A reference to Austin Evans. I didn't even hear that part. Yo, that was funny. I'm sorry. That was good. Yo.
YouTube chat interface.
Well, that's good.
SMT Media Network. Florida. It is counted on YouTube but not present on StreamYard.
Yeah, I noticed that StreamYard doesn't do none of that. Like StreamYard, when I was on there, I had audio issues. Of course, I thought my microphone was muted, but Zaxby's infiltrated your live stream when I was organizing trash.
Turn a Cracker Barrel into Chipotle.
You know,
He's wrong.
I do agree with this Chicago man. What he said, I care about Dish. I care that our nation allows competition instead of all businesses going to just a few major corporations.
Yeah.
They had 14 customers. Come on, there was never a
Okay,
competition.
bro, let's
Nobody-
talk about corporate feudalism.
Hold on, bro. Nobody in the industry was selling lines for $25 except Boost.
No,
He's
well,
right,
Sneed, that's
bro.
wrong. Sneed,
Chicago
that's
man,
wrong.
Illinois is right.
No,
Not even US Cellular was.
And
Hold on,
yet they
Right.
still had 14 customers. Come on.
hold on, Sneed,
I like how B's like over there, like, they got 14 customers. Come on, man. Who cares? Yo, like that was so good. And I did it perfectly because like I knew the whole Cracker Barrel over the barrel scandal ended, so I just wanted to have fun with a problem. Blind Game Master, it's going good. I'm actually in a good mood tonight. I'm glad to be back doing live streams. I'm glad to be back doing stuff. I made an appearance on the SMT Media.
7 million.
He said he
Sneak.
works in site acquisition. Hang on. He said he works in site acquisition, so he knows. You've got what? SBA, ATC, Vertical Bridge.
Right.
You've got Tillman. You
Mhm.
talk about corporate feudalism. You've got private equity and large corporations on the backside of this that
All
own the
up in
entire
there.
infrastructure, anyways. So who cares?
Yeah.
Vertical Bridge is the largest tower owner in the continental U.S.
And
they-
who
See, when I live stream or when I'm on like the Google Meets or whatever, the voice isolation works. This time it didn't. And it was wide spectrum, Jesus.
invested in them, sir?
Verizon.
Verizon all the time. But yeah, you know, when y'all get a chance, check out Sneed Mobile Tech. I mean, sometimes I'm up there making good jokes, trying to add humor to a live stream, or we're as serious as we're talking about the fact that if you're invested into these, telecoms. And then the whole ruffling with leaves, that was me because I was trying to put something away and I thought I was muted, but I wasn't. Oops. Oh well. It is what it is.
I thought it's funny that Cracker Barrel did a whole 180.
Yeah, that was funny. I just don't know what's going on with the whole thing. Like, oh, why do people have to do certain things just to? It was a good marketing scandal.
It's what it is. Whatever. You talk about corporate feudalism, you've got private equity and large corporate. Yeah, I noticed that StreamYard doesn't do nothing.
Oh, but that was a good joke.
There's nothing wrong with any of it. It's just the price. There's no value. Lower pay, that's it.
Do you remember what Roger said? That you don't make a deal with Charlie.
You either get him over a barrel or you get yourself over a barrel.
Yeah.
Well, someone got over the barrel on my guy. Who is this guy?
Yo, this is awesome.
Like how B was like, "Who is this guy? Who is this guy?" Like B was not expecting that at all. Whoops. Oh, that was good. Hey, at least I went into the live stream. I mean, at least I wasn't saying that Moose had 14 customers. Oh, good times.
Who is this guy?
Yo, this is awesome.
Hey, guys, it's
Yo, that is so funny. I'm sorry, Sneed. I hope that gave people, laughter, and I hope people actually like that stream over that. Like that was just me coming into, I guess, take one for the team. You can't be serious all the time in life. I mean, what happened with Dish? My honest thoughts on the whole Dish buying, AT&T buying out spectrum from them on the 600 megahertz and the 3.45 gigahertz. I don't know if I said it in the live stream, but if I didn't, they overpaid. $23 million. They did, or billion, excuse me. They did overpay. They 100% did. Now, I know Bryce texted me privately about the whole U.S. Cellular thing when U.S. Cellular and T-Mobile whole thing went through. I don't know how to fully feel about that issue that occurred with that. I think that's just water under a bridge. U.S. Cellular is struggling nationwide, and T-Mobile is just gobbling things that they can. And who handed them the gold keys for swallowing things when they're struggling? Oh, when the whole Sprint thing went down. That's a whole nother saga. They lied to the federal government, but that's neither here nor there at this rate when it comes to that stuff. Another person that's really good at lying to the U.S. government is. AT&T themselves. Literally. But, that's the clip of the week. And then the sounds like someone's wrestling with a pile of leaves. Sorry about that. That was me. I know, not professional, but whoopsie. But, that's the clip of the week. Sounds like someone's wrestling with a pile of leaves. Sorry about that. That was me. I need to actually join like people's live streams from my Mac more because I have more control over audio than I do on iOS. StreamYard does not let you change your mic settings, so you gotta watch it. Otherwise, it picks up literally everything now. I mean, everything. So, like, here, I'll show you a perfect example of everything. Like, right now, you can hear my voice. But if I change my mic setting from what it's at right now, by doing this,
Status menus. Efficiency. Audio and application. Stop current. MTM. Stop mic mode. Voice isolation. Mic mode. Mic mode. Collapse. Voice isolate. Mic mode. Expanded.
if I expand
Standard.
this
Voice standard.
and go stand,
Selected.
you literally will hear
Voice,
everything now.
voice isolation.
So, like, you hear me on the keyboard, you can hear me tapping on the desk over here on my secondary desk where I film my videos. So you can hear that. But then if I do this,
Selected.
voice isolation, and I'm pretty sure without me talking, y'all get out.
Brave. 935 Austin's tech. Voiceover off.
Jesus, I got a lot of notifications. I don't read my subscriptions. Noted. I was not expecting that amount. Like, I clapped, and still y'all didn't hear that. Jesus, I got a... Here. So you gotta watch it. Otherwise, it picks up literally by doing this.
Status menus. Efficiency. Audio and application. Stop current. MTM. Stop mic mode. Voice isolation. Mic mode. Mic mode. Collapse. Voice isolate. Mic mode. Expanded. Standard. Selected.
You literally will hear everything now.
Voice isolation.
So, like, you hear me on the keyboard, you can hear me tapping on the desk over here on my secondary desk where I film my videos. So you can hear that. But then if I do this,
Selected.
voice isolation, and I'm pretty sure without me talking, y'all get it out.
Brave. 935 Austin's tech. Voiceover off.
Jesus, I got a lot of notifications. I have not read them in a long time.
Input ADI modes. Rice under moderator. Yet it's completely docked out. Button.
Yeah, but that's what StreamYard was not doing that night. It literally was capturing anything that mic could pick up on that phone, which at the time was the 16 Pro, which, wow, it's got good microphones. But yeah, it literally did not help at all. I'll be right back. At first, I thought it was a dog making noise, but apparently we're getting a thunderstorm. Welcome to Florida. Thunderstorm at 8 p.m. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I'm going to take final chat, and then I'm going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to join a podcast with a few other friends that I told them that I'd be available to work with them on tonight and stuff like that. So we're going to look through the final comments.
Rice on the master. I hope they push out update. Button.
I hope so too.
The master.
I do. I got 2 phones with live chat. Jesus.
The master. Levendi moderator. Good afternoon, AI lovers. Button.
AI lovers. Damn. Levendi coming in here with the damn talkies, and he about to set the whole chat on fire. AI lovers. I could care less about the whole AI. I don't even think Apple Intelligence is enabled on my Mac after I reset it. I don't even think Siri is actually enabled to take that one to the
Chat message input.
the bank. Where is that thunderstorm? And is it actually going to rain? Oh, unfortunately, it should be raining right now. It says it is. Check the good old Surveillance cameras. Yep, it is raining. It actually is. Wow. Surprise, surprise.
Master. I think AI can be useful, but it's not something that concerns me.
No, it can be useful on certain things, but it ain't gonna do much.
But it was really a little disappointed with Apple Intelligence. Hopefully, they redeem themselves next year. Button. Yell Mapper, let's go. 3 exclamation marks. Button.
Oh snap! We got the Yell Mapper in the house.
Animals. Button.
Yeah, well, we'll see what Apple does with the whole Apple Intelligence because it's something that doesn't happen overnight. I'll tell you all that. I mean, if people thought Apple was gonna whip it out and say, "Hey, here it is," in 4 months, y'all really had some really high expectations for this company. I mean, they brag, they come out making noise, but they're all noise.
On. Off. Chat mess Addy Lavendi moderator. The people I've spoken to would love to see a security camera walkthrough, please.
I am not showing that for privacy reasons. The people you have spoken to. Man, acting like you're something special.
YouTube. Addy SF Lavendi SMT Media Network. Oh damn. The beats further in the house.
Yup.
Lavendi moderator. We were expecting Tim Cook to win without sir.
Well, good luck on that.
SMT Media Network.
You're chatting under the SMT Media, I've noticed. You're chatting under your other channel. Here. As there.
Managing moderator. A standard moderator can review and remove chat messages. Managing moderator can manage lock words of change chat modes in live.
Yeah, you're under your SMT Media Network channel, Sneed, not the Sneed Mobile Tech. There. I added it. I mean, there probably will be. I would have to see what would have to occur under iOS 26 in HomePod OS 26. I don't have HomePod OS right now. I'm not installing that on my HomePod. Yay, Thunder. There you go. Hello, Lightning. But no, I get Lavendi might be joking over there, but I am not. What in the world? I am not putting anything involving my surveillance system at my house on the internet. None of it. That's a no-no. There are some crazy people out in this world. I still can't believe I have over almost 1,000 unread notifications. Well, I guess I gotta clear those out. Like I do every year, I'll go through the what's new list of 26. That's gonna be a long video. I expect it to be a long video. And by the way, my Comcast has not been acting up over the last 48 hours, but if I go through and run a speed test, the ping latency is pretty high. So I let it select the best server. Let's do this. Then do this. So then here. Let's do this. Go. Hello, Comcast. There's my ping. And this is the old legacy speed test app. So for it to show, 23, 23 is not horrible. Download speed's not bad. Yeah, that upload speeds are rough. Yup, sucks for me. No mid split. Oh well. It is what it is.
How are USMT? Button. Legitimaster. How are USMT? Legitimaster. Oops.
That chat said twice. Yeah, I don't like the new stuff they've been doing. And they haven't even updated it. Like, it's been that way.
Legitimaster. I'm glad we got AT&T fiber. Button.
Oh, AT&T fiber is 400 feet away from my house. I hate this. Literally. Yeah, AT&T fiber is 400 feet up from my house. I've literally measured it now. It sucks. Oh well, hope I can get it sometime in the future. Hopefully they expand.
Legitimaster. I'm glad we got AT&T deal member. Think there SMT deal member. Think there will be any home improvements.
That's weird. It jumped again. No.
Legitimaster. Legitimaster. Deal member. I like the legacy app from the Legit modes.
Yeah, I do too. So, like, whenever I really want to see how true Verizon is, I'll hook up the hotspot and hardwire my Mac into my phone to see what the actual latency is of Verizon with the legacy speed test app. And I've seen N77 SA on my homie tower when I was like right next to it do sub 15 as low as 9 one time. I got a 9 ping. And I was getting like 900 down.
Chat message input. Chat. Let's set it close. Top 3.
We got 3 people in this live chat. This chat's booming. But yeah, guys, y'all excited for August to end? Who's ready for summer to end? Because I know some people are getting the taste of fall right now, and they'll be getting a big taste of fall soon.
Voiceover off. Voiceover.
Let's do this. I'm gonna wait for final chat to come in, and then I'm gonna wrap this live stream up because I gotta do a few things. Like I said, I'm about 5 minutes late now. But yeah, I got the OBS fixed. I had to refit the screen. It was zoomed in. The canvas crop was messed up and stuff like that, and all the fun mess that could have been thrown at me for OBS is here.
Voiceover on speed test. Window. Share last result button has keyboard
All right,
focus.
for my blind
You are
users,
currently
this
on a
is what
button.
my
To
speed
click
test
this
result
button,
was.
press Control. User profile. Share user test results. Results are not available. Go button.
Oh, you're gonna do that to me. Thank you.
Mission speed test. OBS Studio. You are OBS mic slash volume mic zip properties for mute mic volume fade stop auto stop streaming.
Okay, so I could stop streaming from there. All right, let's see.
Master. I'd rather it be cold and hot. At least we can go get pumpkins. But
Fair. Yeah, because when it's cold, you can take you can layer up with clothing when it's cold versus when it's hot. It has been a hot summer, even here in Florida. I was like, oh, Florida's been nice. It's been cool. It's been calm. It's been quiet. And then the end of July hits, and it was like, bam! Watch this, 102 for like 3 consecutive days, and I'm like, crap! No, not the heat wave from literal hell, and it was as bad as the heat wave in 1999. So I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Mother Nature. I bragged that it was nice and cool, and then it was like, hold my beer. So it was pretty hot for the Jacksonville, Florida area. So otherwise, I will try to do a live stream at the end of the end of next week's work week, and then after that, it's Tuesday the 9th. We'll be live with the Apple event. I'll be live that morning, hopefully 2 hours in advance. Otherwise, let me see if we got any final chat, and I'm gonna wrap this stream up. Nope, we do not. All right, thank you all so much for watching. Blind Gamer Studios, Bryce, Yellmapper, Lavendia Course, and then the SMT Media. Thank you for letting me come on your podcast, and of course joining mine in the live chat. I hope to have y'all on. I need to schedule some stuff eventually and get people on so y'all can talk about tech and not just, well, we don't just talk about cellular tech on this one. We'll talk about like, you know, home tech, smart tech, and just stuff like that. We'll see what I got down the pipeline, and we'll see what I can plan. Otherwise, see y'all later.